just got word in real time. Some receipts were sent to us. We did promise the girl that we would give her anonymity. He knows who she is because he blocked her today. Put up the block receipt, Jess. That was fast. And, she got her receipts before I asked her to send a screenshot of the DMs, and she did that. So let me pull up mine. So the voice note, we got him. Give me 1 second. He goes in the next text, like real bad. She says, you can have me. He says, I can't even front no more. She said, I'll let you have me. He said, we'll see. And then she goes, I will. She's from North Carolina, by the way. He goes, you be busy. And then she goes, so you don't want me? And then he goes, I do. Absolutely.
She and I had a thing. It was stupid, but it happened, and I feel bad about it.
Really popping with the Braxton sisters right now, because this beef between Towanda and Tamar didn't just heat up, it straight up exploded overnight. And listen, when people say Towanda allegedly aired out private family tea, they mean real deal paperwork, documents, reports, the whole messy package.
And for the most part, I have always minded the business that paid me. That's why every time I seen Mendeecees out with girl, what's the girl name? Angie, that's married at MTK, and I seen them a few other places. And I got pictures too. I usually just mind my business, but tonight you really tried it. I told you nothing. How you gonna want to be a cheater and be scared that your husband gonna find out? You just created so much commotion tonight. Somebody could have ended up.
Now let's rewind for a second. We all know the Braxton sisters have had their fair share of ups and downs over the years. We watched the arguments, the makeup moments, and the tension on Braxton family values. But this situation? Nah, this hits way different. Word on the street is that Towanda allegedly crossed a serious line by leaking confidential family information tied to Tamar, and not just surface-level stuff. We're talking alleged medical records, financial details, and deeply personal business that was never meant to see daylight. That's not shade, that's scorched earth. And Tamar? Oh, she is reportedly furious, and honestly, who wouldn't be? That's trust shattered into pieces. Sources close to the situation say Tamar found out about the alleged leak and felt completely blindsided by her own sister. When family puts your private life on blast, that's not just drama, that's betrayal on a whole other level. Towanda still hasn't publicly addressed the allegations yet, but don't get it twisted. Social media is in full meltdown mode right now. Fans are choosing sides like it's a final round. Comment sections are straight chaos, and everyone's asking the same burning question. Why would Towanda allegedly do this? What pushes someone to expose their own sister like that?
Part of the problem with this whole thing was, Tamar, is that I was never comfortable with the relationship that you and Mendeecees had in front of me, okay? All of that, you at the music video shoot in your booty shorts, sitting on top of him meeting us up at restaurants every time we met up. I was very uncomfortable with it. And if we gonna tell it, let's tell it all. So since you were throwing a party for a friend's birthday party, do y'all want to know why I did not get out the car and go upstairs with Tamar when we got back to her house? Because after her and Mendeecees got through kissing in the back of that goddamn car, I figured they wanted to be up there privately. That is why when we got dropped off at Tamar's house, I did not go upstairs. I got in my damn car and went home because you was sitting on his lap in that goddamn Uber and y'all was...
People online are throwing out theories left and right. Was it payback for old tension, long-standing grudges that never healed, money issues bubbling over? Right now, it's all speculation because the full picture hasn't dropped yet, and that silence is only making the noise louder. And here's where things get even messier. Other family members are reportedly getting pulled into the storm too. The family legacy, Mama Evelyn, long-standing family history, everybody's either forced to pick a side or step in as the peacekeeper. And once family secrets start leaking, it's like a chain reaction. One reveal sparks another, and suddenly nothing feels off limits.
Part of the problem with this whole thing was, Tamar, is that I was never comfortable with the relationship that you and Mendeecees had in front of me. Okay. All of that, you at the music video shoot in your booty shorts, sitting on top of him meeting us up at restaurants every time we met up. I was very uncomfortable with it. We're going to say that didn't happen. We're going to sit up here and say, after he was digging in between your thighs at that roof, Chris, and he got up and went to the bathroom, that the conversation was, y'all, I can't. He just my friend. He just my friend. I can't. I mean, and then I said, Tamar, ain't he married? He ain't married. They not married. They just do that for the show.
The real heartbreak? These are sisters. They've survived careers, public pressure, deep family loss, and real-life struggles together. Watching it all unravel in public is painful. And let's be clear, there are always three sides to every story. Towanda's version, Tamar's version, and the truth somewhere in the middle. But let's be real, one thing is crystal clear. This beef is getting nasty and it's all blowing up in real time. Allegedly, and that word matters, things took a wild turn when allegedly Menace Harris started moving reckless and the streets started buzzing with claims linking him to Tamar Braxton. Yes, that Tamar, the vocals, the chaos, the headline magnet. And from there, total meltdown mode. Funky Dineva allegedly is airing everybody out. Yandy is reportedly furious. Tamar is shutting everything down fast. And Menace allegedly made the situation even worse. Word is, after the accusations started flying, he didn't just deny it, he supposedly confirmed involvement and then threw out claims that shocked everybody. Now pause, because allegedly, instead of taking accountability and calming the storm, Menace decided to escalate things in the worst way possible.
Now Saturday night, we went to the roof, Chris, we ate, we had a good time. She was like, let's turn up for your birthday. We went down to the V12, shouts out to Vinny and all the people at V12. That's the video y'all saw, or whatever, with us walking in, them making a whole lot of noise. We left there. We all got in the car together. Car dropped us off at Tamar house. I didn't go upstairs. I went to my car. I went and met James Knox at BJ Rooster, and I came home. The next day when I woke up, I had a text message from Tamar at 10 in the morning that said, can you give me Dr. Heavenly phone number? I didn't think anything of it because people ask me for Dr. Heavenly phone number all the time. And it's typically when people have an emergency veneer situation. I did not think anything of it. People ask me for her number all the time. And then the next thing I know, folks is sending me this thing on the internet where the lady said she almost died and she was laying in a pool of blood.
Reports say he made accusations involving Tamar's health, and that's where the situation crossed into straight-up messy territory. No receipts, just wild claims, and the internet went nuclear. Any regular person would have apologized, owned the mistake, and vanished for a while. But nah, allegedly, this move poured gasoline on an already raging fire. And Yandy? Oh, sources say she is beyond angry right now. This situation went from scandal to chaos real quick. And here we are, because allegedly the word on the street is that Yandy is not holding back at all. She's reportedly calling out Menace nonstop, throwing serious warnings, and publicly clowning this whole situation for everyone to see. The frustration is loud, the energy is raw, and the internet is watching every move. And honestly, can you even blame her? Imagine finding out your man allegedly stepped out with Tamar Braxton and then brought extra drama back home with him. The disrespect level is through the roof. Yandy is reportedly having one of the roughest weeks imaginable, while social media is busy turning the chaos into memes. It's loud, it's messy, and it's getting worse by the minute. Now, let's talk about Tamar Braxton, because allegedly her name keeps popping up at the center of this storm. The streets are saying this all traces back to some slick comments Tamar allegedly made about Funky Dineva a while back, and she clearly underestimated how calculated he can be. Funky don't play about his name. You come sideways, he comes back loaded, Receipts, timelines, details, everything. Allegedly, Tamar thought she could toss a little shade and keep it pushing, but Funky decided to unload the tea instead. And now, we're all watching this circus spiral in real time.
You gonna sit up in my face? You gonna sit up in my face with your 3 faces and tell me that you and Mendeecees did not have a conversation at that table in Roof Chris about him putting out a statement about him and Yandy not being together no more? We really gonna do that? And he said he did a version of the letter on Chat GPT. And then you started laughing back and was like, no, you got to go back and rewrite it to kind of make it sound like it's you. We gonna say that didn't happen? We gonna say that didn't happen? We gonna sit up here and say, after he was digging in between your thighs at that Roof Chris, and he got up and went to the bathroom, that the conversation was, y'all, I can't. He's just my friend. He just my friend. I can't. I mean, and then I said, Tamar, ain't he married? He ain't married. They not married. They just do that for the show. They not married.
But hold up, because it somehow gets even messier. Tamar popped up on the Morning Hustle radio show trying to clear her name, and she flat out said she barely knows Menace. She basically brushed it off like, I don't even know him like that. Sis really said it with confidence, too. And the internet? Oh, they were not buying it. Fans instantly dug into the archives and pulled up old videos and photos showing Tamar and Menace hanging out, laughing, looking real cozy, like they were cool for real. The receipts came fast and the timeline did not lie. Social media went straight for the jugular. People were like, so now we acting brand new. You can't say you don't know someone when there's clear footage of y'all vibing together. This is the digital age. Nothing disappears. Everything gets saved. And allegedly, an insider close to the situation confirmed the energy wasn't random. Now, Menace is allegedly trying to downplay everything, claiming it was just a one-night situation, one bad decision and nothing more. He's reportedly saying he regrets it and that it meant nothing. Okay, cool story, but cheating is cheating. 1 time or 10, you still cross the line, my guy.
Started putting you two together. Do you and Mendeecees have like anything beyond this film? Or?
No, to be honest, I barely even know him.
Okay.
to be honest, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not like, we're cool, but he's not like my homie. You know what I mean? It's not like that. And he just got casted in a film and here we are.
But somehow it allegedly gets even worse. Word is Menace didn't stop at explanations. He reportedly started claiming that Tamar failed to disclose a personal health-related issue beforehand. Yes, that's the angle he's allegedly pushing now, and people are side-eyeing hard. So now he's out here playing the victim, like he was misled. Sir, let's be serious for a second. You were the married one who allegedly chose to step out, and now you're trying to flip the script? The nerve, the audacity, the boldness is wild. Let's be clear, though. These are rumors, not facts. But allegedly, the streets have been whispering about Tamar's lifestyle for a while now. Folks online are claiming she's been living freely, staying visible, and moving around the social scene heavy. Some are even speculating about precautions and choices she allegedly makes. Again, all unconfirmed chatter. Nobody knows what's true, but once a narrative hits the internet, it spreads fast. Whether fair or not, the talk is loud, non-stop, and uncontrollable at this point. Now here's where things really turn up. People are asking why would Menace even admit to any of this in the first place? Allegedly, Funky Dineva has serious information on him, not small gossip either. Word is, it's the kind of dirt that could wreck reputations and change everything if it ever fully drops. The streets are saying Funky Dineva allegedly had Menace cornered, straight pressure mode. Word is, Funky supposedly threatened to expose whatever dirt he's sitting on, and Menace allegedly came clean about the affair just to stop something way worse from dropping. That's the rumor flying around right now, and it's got people shook. And listen, if you know Menace's past, this isn't exactly shocking. This man has been caught up in cheating drama before, so this is not new behavior. But allegedly, this time the stakes are way higher, and that's why everything feels more tense, more desperate, and way more chaotic. Now here's where things get real murky, so let's be clear. This is all speculation, straight street talk, nothing confirmed. But allegedly, some people are hinting that there may be even more serious accusations connected to Menace that haven't seen the light yet. Nobody knows exactly what it is, no proof is surfaced, but the whispers are getting louder by the day. Some folks believe Funky is sitting on information that could blow this whole situation wide open. Again, nothing verified, but when rumors keep stacking, people start paying attention. And right now, there's a whole lot of smoke in the air. So let's rewind and ask the real question. Why is Funky Dineva even wrapped up in this mess? Allegedly, Funky felt Tamar publicly embarrassed him and damaged his image in front of his audience. There was an incident where Tamar claimed she was attacked, and fans started speculating that Funky had something to do with it, and that's where this drama really took a turn. Funky didn't waste any time shutting things down. He came out fast and said, "Absolutely not. I dropped her off in an Uber, and whatever happened after that had nothing to do with me." But allegedly, Tamar kept making slick comments that hinted Funky was lying or somehow involved, and that's when the energy shifted completely. At that point, Funky allegedly decided enough is enough. The vibe turned into, "Oh, you want to play games? Cool, let's really play then." And from there, the alleged bombs started dropping about Tamar and Menace. The gloves came off, and Funky made it clear he wasn't about to let his name get dragged quietly. Then, just when people thought things might cool down, Tamar jumped on the morning hustle and lit the whole situation back up. She denied the affair again, tossed out comments that suggested Funky wasn't being truthful, and even hinted at possible legal action. That interview allegedly poured gasoline on an already raging fire. Word is, Funky took that as a challenge. Allegedly, he responded with, "You want to bring lawyers into it? Bet. Let me show you what else I've got." And just like that, more alleged receipts started flying everywhere. At this point, every time Tamar tries to defend herself, the situation only seems to spiral harder. And now the whole situation is sitting in limbo because allegedly Tamar is weighing legal options while the internet keeps digging nonstop. Every pause, every silence, every delayed response just makes people speculate harder. Folks are breaking down interviews frame by frame, screenshots are circulating, and everyone's trying to figure out who's bluffing and who's really holding receipts. Meanwhile, insiders claim tensions inside the circle are at an all-time high. Trust is gone, alliances are shaky, and nobody knows who's gonna speak next. One wrong move could flip this entire narrative overnight. And let's be honest, when lawyers get mentioned, things usually don't calm down. They explode. What started as whispers has turned into full-blown chaos, and whether these allegations hold weight or not, the damage is already spreading fast. This isn't just celebrity drama anymore. It's reputation warfare happening in public. If you want the real-time updates, hidden angles, and the next twist before it drops everywhere else, make sure you subscribe to JuicyReel right now, because this story is far from over. At this point, silence honestly might have been the smartest move, sis, because according to insiders, Yandy is still heated, emotions are running wild, and nobody is walking away clean. Everybody's taking losses, and the internet, it's enjoying every second like it's prime-time entertainment. Now, word is, Tamar is allegedly thinking about filing a lawsuit, and if that happens, this drama jumps to a whole different level real fast, because once lawyers step in, things don't always stay controlled. Court filings mean discovery, depositions, and questions nobody planned on answering publicly. And here's the risky part. When you try to legally shut someone down, you sometimes crack open Pandora's box. Allegedly, more details could surface than anyone ever wanted exposed. Private stuff, old conversations, timelines, all fair game once the legal wheels start turning. So if Tamar actually moves forward with legal action, this story could explode even bigger than it already has. Stay locked in because this saga is far from finished. And if you want the real updates, the hidden angles, and the next twist before it goes viral, make sure you subscribe to JuicyReel right now.